Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in, it's a Monday Night Primetime showdown between the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams. It's our Monday night opener for the season. Both teams are set up, and off we go. 2-2 Atwell, now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready?
Offense out now to get us started. It's first and 10.
Down. Black, 95. Ready.
Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing him a loss. First play of the game. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Takes the second down snap. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Let's go. Yellow, 43. Ready?
Here he goes, third and long. And that one is picked off, but wait a second. Oh, it came down out of bounds, so that's just going to be incomplete. So an 0-2 start to the game for him, Brock, and not surprisingly, his team headed to the sideline after a 3-and-out.
I think it's going to take a few more incompletions before they start to panic, but that's far from the type of start they had planned for in this one.
This one down right at the 30-yard line.
Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. They run it with Saquon Barkley. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got second and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Aggressive call on second.
Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7. Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And they don't get any help on their second down. Brock is out right along the line, so no gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
He's got McBride complete. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down. All right, now things starting to pick up a little bit after a slow start, Brock. Last things fans want to see is a couple of uninspiring drives to begin a game.
Yep, they get the first and generate just a little excitement that we could see maybe our first touchdown here, or at least avoid another quick punt.
First and 10, Murray. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
After the incompletion, they come up on second and 10. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
You make that call to just give give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Murray on third down. He's going deep this time. So the heave knocked away from the intended targets. That brings up fourth down. I'm just going to assume, Brock, we're going to see a more aggressive defense here after the amount of points these guys gave up last week.
Yeah, that performance was not up to standard, but this looks a whole lot more like it attacking the pass. Not just playing the defense, but go knock the ball away.
The Rams take over first and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
LA offense all set. Here's first and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. 50, green. Hut.
They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
1-yard line.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Okay,
Press run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down.
ready. Black 40.
He's going to throw it. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Incomplete.
No real secret. They were going to get him and his height involved early there, Kate. The secret was how is he going to be defended? Well, they chose to go physical. And that will plant a little thought in his mind. The next time the ball comes his way, he bet.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Cardinals take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame.
The best defenses you can go look at through the decades are built from the inside out. And that's not just stopping the run on the inside out. That's playing your coverage from the inside out. That time, beautiful job by the defense of taking away the middle of the field, getting that interception, and setting their offense up for success.
First down, a run with Barkley. Went in there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's second and 9. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first point of this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Murray from the pistol. Got to it right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Trying to find his tight end. And it'll be second and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
They send the tight end in motion. Barkley off the pistol give. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. 3 yards on the run. It's going to be third and goal.
Well, you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical third down call.
Murray, third and goal. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals parlay the interception into points. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown. Now they'll try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cardinals take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1 for 1. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ready.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Ready, ready. 60 red. 6 putt, putt,
Back to work after throwing the pick. On target to his back. Here's Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And the Rams have the first down. On the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive.
10 at the 39-yard line.
Black, 95. Set.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. That draws him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of their second down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Here we go. Set. Putt, putt.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Gets this to Montgomery. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Third and just 2 to go.
Let's go. Set. Putt.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. And the Cardinals grab it. And they're going to give a couple yards back on the return, but I don't think they care much, Brock, because they're going to take over on the fumble.
You know what separates good defenses from great? Good defenses find a way to get off the field. Great defenses find a way to take the ball away. What a great play to set their offense up with some mojo.
The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet. If you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Murray. Completed over the middle. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
So we're down to 3 quarters remaining in our opening weekend of football. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to Inglewood in just a moment. Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Cardinals football. They have it on 3rd and 5. Benson now from the gun. And he is not going to be able to reach that marker. Got it close, but it sets up 4th and less than a yard now.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Down in inches, just too tempting to pass up. They're going to go for it. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Right call at the right time, Brock. Give him 9 and a successful conversion on 4th.
Okay, I don't think there was a single doubt in the building that that was going to be an RUN. And not a single doubt in the outcome either. Great push to drive it forward and get the first.
40-yard line now. This is 1st and 10. Benson on the counter. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Into the hands of Michael Wilson. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. They get 19 on that pickup. And it's good enough for an Arizona 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he's got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
To the line and set. Here we go. 1st down. Working inside the red zone. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands. He dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Had the chance to escape with a pick. Defense got to buckle down now as they line up for 2nd down. Hand off to Benson from the gun. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Third down, and they need to get 10. They'll air it out on 3rd. This one's in range, but it gets knocked away. Couldn't connect, and that brings up 4th down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Now the Cardinals sending out the field goal unit. From the left hash, 34 yards away. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And they come away with some points on that series.
Yeah, I call that a win-win in the 1st half. You win on the scoreboard, obviously, by adding 3 and adding to your lead. But you also win mentally, making your opponent know if they make a mistake, you're going to capitalize.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Cut, cut.
They're going play action. Nakua here. He's got it. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Come on, set. Yellow, ready.
They'll work against the blitz. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And it sets up 2nd down.
Here we go. Black, 95. Ready, ready.
Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Looking right, and he finds it. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
You know, they really love that drag route. because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Let's go now. Set, cut.
Still sticking with the passing game. Taking a chance to the end zone. Oh, that's a tough one. Couldn't bring in the touchdown clean. It falls incomplete. It's going to be second down.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
This one's reeled in downfield by Ferguson. He goes the distance. Touchdown, LA! The Rams start to fight back with their first points of this game. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they could be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Pretty good field position here for the Cardinals as they get ready, 1st and 10. Here's Kyler to throw. Left side into the hands of McBride. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
See how they approach this second down. Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. Looked well downfield for that one. All he found was a waiting defender to knock it away. 3rd down coming up.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Gotta cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
They'll throw. 3rd and long. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Cameron Curl has it. And the Rams will take over as he reports his first interception of our season.
I've not yet in my lifetime come across a defender who hasn't told me how great an offensive player they were back in the day. Oh, you should have seen me as a running back or wide receiver. Well, right there, that defender showed some of that background. A brilliant job of getting into the open field and setting his offense up for success.
They go play action on 1st down. Throwing for the back of the end zone. We'll put way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out.
With each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative this quarterback stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Throw here, 3rd down. He has the first over the middle. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. So 20 yards on that play. And the Rams have the 1st down.
Here we go, set. 33, yellow.
Draw play. This is McCaffrey. And they were waiting for him on that draw. Once they get him behind the line, that's going to bring up 2nd down. The Cardinals decided to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. Anytime you dial up a blitz and you catch them running the draw like that, Brock, the D coordinator is going to be patting himself on the back right there.
He is, and not only for the call, but the execution of his player as well. Because you call a blitz, Kate, sometimes they can just run with their hair on fire. He had the awareness to stop that drop before it could get started.
Offense to the line for second down.
Here we go. Yellow, 43. Ready?
Back to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Hey, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
So a tough third down upcoming. We've reached our 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment.
Ready?
Defense looking to defend the marker on third down.
Let's go. 50, green. Ready?
Here he goes, third and long. Defender is there, he knocks it away, and that's going to force fourth down.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target and make a play on it.
A 35-yard attempt.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it'll knock this game up late in the second quarter.
You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here. But they don't wind up empty-handed on the drive. And the kicker, well, he gets to pad his stats a little bit with a high percentage make.
Joshua Carney to kick off for the Rams.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Okay, well that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. They'll pitch it to Barkley. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Murray here on 1st down. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Man in motion out of the slot. 2nd and 10 now. Murray to throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. You get 35 out of that play. And it's going to give the Cardinals a 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late. And this could have been much, much more exciting.
Play action now. Murray. And the Rams are there, and down he goes. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
Will this drive continue? Here comes 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Has him on the quick hitter. And somebody finally able to force him out there. So even with that quality gain, it will still wind up being fourth down.
Guys, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. If they don't close quickly, he could take it to the house.
Now the Cardinals sending out the field goal unit. He's hit once already. This is a short one, inside of 30 yards. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good, to get into that rhythm, and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready,
Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line.
ready, ready. 45, white, slide blue. Set, cut.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's got it deep downfield. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45.
It's a gain of 31
That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
First down.
Set.
First and 10 at the
Ready,
45-yard
30,
line.
black shot.
Looking to throw here. Finds him over the middle. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line.
Complete.
Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's
8
second.
yards on the
And they
pickup.
still have one in their
Brings up
pocket for
second
what's
and
left
2
of this half.
at the 37-yard
After a good
line.
pickup, they're set up with second and
Here
short.
we go, set. 52, blue. Set, cut.
Throwing now, another shotgun. Going deep here for the end zone. And this one hurts. Had a touchdown in his hands, but he couldn't hold on. Third down coming up.
Brings up
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is, if he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
Down. Yellow, 40. Ready.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Got a man, that's Nakua. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. And there's the timeout from the offense. Just 4 seconds left to go. And that play, that should help him get some points here going into the half. This is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
Come on, set. Black, 4. Set.
Throwing here just before halftime. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock. But down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game,
Yeah.
all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Pretty good field position here for the Cardinals as they get ready, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Got a lock behind this one, downfield it goes. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete. That one intended for Trey McBride. So second down coming up. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Murray on third down. Here's a screen to Benson. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's good enough for an Arizona first down.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Again, it's Murray to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Max Melton with the INT. And the Rams are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Well, Brock, it was an absolute battle in the first half as they played to a tie, heading into the locker rooms. And already we have the first big play of half number 2 with that INT.
Yeah, not just the first big play, but maybe the first separating play here, Kate. There's always a moment in the second half, especially when one of these teams makes the play, right? That one that we're going to circle and look back to as the defining play of the half.
That's grabbed inside the 30. And he will get it down to the 16-yard line.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
To the end zone, but incomplete. Took their shot there on first down, Brock, but don't come away with any points just yet. Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Check White. Let's go. 6 set.
Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
10 black. Ready.
Looking in the air here. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And 4th and 4 coming up. So for the third time tonight, they're going to bring him out for a field goal try. The 27-yard look here. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And they've taken back the lead.
He connects now for a third time, and that's the biggest of the 3 field goals he's made in this contest. Gives him the lead. Now you turn the keys over to your defense and try and protect it.
The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. They'll start this one out with Barkley. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down. From the gun, it's Murray. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
Pass rush could be coming again after that last sack, Brock. Let's see. Here's 2nd and 19. Kyler throwing here. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Rams are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Well, depending on which side of the ball you're looking at here, Brock, things have either been very sharp or they've been just awful to start this second half. 2 drives, 2 interceptions now.
And where do you think I'm looking, Kate?
Oh, I know. Where you been looking?
Oh, it's a miserable place to be as a quarterback, just knowing you're hurting your team, not even giving yourself a chance, giving the ball away.
And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Wilson on the tackle.
With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
That's complete. Naku on the left side. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Third and 6 for them to figure out now.
Set. 45. White. Shot. 17. Ready.
To the air on 3rd and long. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
And the Rams, first down.
Let's go
First
now.
and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Shotgun, hand off to McCaffrey. And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
Behind
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long. It only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Let's go. 33. Hut.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Quick pass, right side, complete. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
As quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy can turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got...
And he will have the Los Angeles touchdown. The Rams pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
That one right down the middle. And the Rams make it a 10-point ball game.
Cardinals 13. Joshua Carney to
The Rams
kick off
kicking team
for the
is
Rams.
ready, and they're going to send this one away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball to the 35 to begin this drive. Pretty good field position here for the Cardinals as they get ready, 1st and 10. Running right, it's Barkley. The drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, here's Murray. Finds Benson out of the backfield. And he's going to be brought down at the 45. 32.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Rams going nickel here on third down.
Big A shoulder, big A shoulder.
And they're going to throw out of the gun. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. This one goes for 3 yards. And it's good enough for an Arizona first down. The give now to Benson. That is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB's going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
They break the huddle. It's second down now. Kyler looking to throw. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Max Melton with the INT. And he's making a house call. Pick 6 for Los Angeles.
I believe, Kate, his first pick of the game directly led to that one. Remember, what worked to generate that first turnover? We're playing things the same way, and this time, well, it wasn't just a pick. It was a pick 6.
That one splits the uprights. And the Rams take a 3-possession lead. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. And when we resume play, it'll be with a kickoff.
Joshua Carney to kick off for the Rams.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Fresh off the pick, here's Murray. Completed over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Offensive line fast.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now Kyler. Has it downfield, working the left. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Finds his back. Here's Barkley. He's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or 2 short of the 25.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brian, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
He'll get this one to Parker. And he's tackled with a first down yardage. Looking quickly here.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Cardinals.
Murray here on first down. That's cut at the 4. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. Give him about 16 yards on that game, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. We're in the double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I...
He will score. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals get it back to within 2 possessions. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Cardinals cut the lead down to 10. just a bit. Down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Return coming from the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Now they're whistling for a timeout here. Somebody's shaking up on the play. Not the way he wanted to begin his rookie season. Wow, let's hope it doesn't cost him much time.
Let's go. Ready?
On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
50, green. Hut, hut.
They're going to try and throw it here. That's incomplete. Trying to set up the screen there.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Set. Set.
Throw here, 3rd down. Catch made the right side by Nakua. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Trying for the deep ball. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the Cardinals have some new life in the 4th.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Pretty good field position here for the Cardinals as they get ready 1st and 10. Now Murray. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football.
I can say this definitively. That is not the way you think your defense is giving you the football. Don't follow that other quarterback steps and toss it right back to him. You got away with it.
Almost a very quick drive, but the drop kick gives him new life. This is 2nd down. Murray setting up to throw. Put the body on the line for his team. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
When coaches discuss their favorite plays of the game, I guarantee you this one's going to be on. Not just because of the catch, but because of the effort to go lay out and bring in an off-target throw.
1st down now, ball at the 33. Here's Kyler to throw. It's a screen to Barkley. And they take him down right along the 30. Working quickly, trying to get set.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Rams' 30-yard line.
Throwing again, Murray. To the left side and reeled in by Wilson. And this one does not go far.
Michael Wilson. It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Back to the air, Murray. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's making a bid for it. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down.
Gain of 7. And the Cardinal 1st down.
From the red zone on 1st. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the Rams' 10-yard
Out of the
line.
gun, here's Murray. Oh no, they get him yet again. And the Rams will take over as he reports his 1st interception of our season. Oh man, Brock. They decided to air it out in pursuit of a touchdown that time, but it's intercepted, and the visit to the red zone comes up empty.
And that one stings, Kate. It really does. You have a limited opportunity of looks in that close, particularly as we get through the second half. But once you get, you have to finish with points.
And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it, and that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
Ready.
Going to the ground again on first. And a solid gain there, Brock, is about 5. Takes him inside the 40-yard line. So rather than let the 2-minute warning hit, the defense burns the first of its timeouts.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. The run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Come on, set. Ready?
Throwing now off the play action. Oh, he lost the football! And the Cardinals pick it up. The 30. Gets the 10. And they get a touchdown. Defense scores and gives them some small hope here. That was awesome. The return became a question of, does he have enough steam to make it back before someone runs him down?
That is the most sprinting we're going to see him do on a football field, maybe his whole life. That distance, a whole lot more than the few yards he's usually running towards quarterback in the pocket. But he had enough to reach that goal line. You're darn right he did. He could sense it. He wanted it.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cardinals cut it to a field goal game. Down inside 2 minutes now. They're going to line up to try the onside kick. Waiting for that signal, waiting for it. Oh, they've got it. The Cardinals recovered. Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
He'll look to throw it. Finds him over the middle. And he's across midfield with a gain that sets him up for 3rd and very short.
I'll say this, Kate. This quarterback's got some courage right there. He throws it into double coverage, and he's got a guy there in coverage who's already picked him off, and he don't care. Kind of like that gunslinging attitude, but you better be careful the next time around.
To throw. Hits his running back. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it's good enough for an Arizona first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Benson on 1st and 10. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Back to throw. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Got to start taking better care of the football, Brock, as he brings him to the line here, 3rd down. Looking to throw it. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
The field goal is good.
These are the moments, Kate, when you realize how valuable a clutch kicker is. When he's the only guy out there and everybody relying on him, he delivers.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Rams take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Set, ready. Ready.
Here he is to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it.
Quarterback set.
And the whistles go off, so we got a timeout. 9 seconds left in the game.
Brings up second.
My goodness, was that some kind of speed off the edge? There's only a handful of tackles in this league that have the lateral movement to stay in front of an end like that. It may be time for this quarterback to start mixing up his cadence, his count, certainly making sure this defensive end can't get off the way that he has.
And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Sets up a 3rd down.
Hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
The Rams are set to punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Well, as fun as it would have been, unlikely that we were going to see a walk-off punt return touchdown there. And now with no time remaining, we're headed for overtime. And in overtime here, Brock, I know you love this one. A touchdown, no longer an instant victory. No matter the outcome of that opening series, the other side gets the football with a chance to then tie or win it. And if we're tied after those 2 drives, we'll play on until there's another score or time expires. What a season opener we're being treated to here, Brock, as the ball is teed up. Here we go in overtime. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10.
Check White. Ready, ready. Ready.
They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down. You know, not much to be had on that 1st down, Brock. First couple of plays of overtime. How do you approach things?
SOS. And I'm not talking desperation. I'm talking about stay on schedule.
A chance to take the lead and set themselves up for a win. Gotta make this count as they come up on 2nd down. Just keeps connecting to Nakua. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. Good hit, but showing a love for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the first down. They gain 11 on that play, and that's going to be good for an LA first down.
Let's go now. 45. Wide. Set. Hut.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. Rolling into enemy territory. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Defense was clearly focused on taking away the pass in that RPO scheme offensively. Feels so good when you get the job done and you get a chunk run on RPO. That's setting you up for some success.
Yellow. Set.
First down, and they go right back to him. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Hut.
Throwing from the gun here. Short pass brought in. And he stopped just shy of that first down at the 28. 3rd down upcoming.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Trying to extend this overtime drive. They only need 1 yard. This is 3rd down.
43. Ready?
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That's going to be caught by his back. McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams go up by 6. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. The extra point is good, and that's a big one. Now their defense just has to defend a 7-point lead here in overtime. Challenge has been laid down, partner. It's time to see if they have an answer prepared as we're off again. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up.
1, 2, 2.
Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. After that play, we see some concern from their guys on the field. And now we know why. One of their best players was hurt on the play and is getting worked on. First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Running back sent in motion. They're going play action. It's Murray. Go right side, and McBride has it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
On 1st and 10, it's Murray. Finds Benson out of the backfield. He's across midfield into Rams territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Travel like LeBron, I'm a traveling man. LAX, y'all can Baltimore, they landed in France. Play some shows, y'all can...
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, here's Murray. Finds a seam down the middle. And they're going to keep moving forward, brought down inside the opposing 30. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Now they send their back in motion right. Murray here on 1st down. Escapes the pocket. Throw takes him to the sideline, but he gets both feet in with the catch.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Another throw coming for Murray. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Trying to find his back, Trey Benson there. And now it's 3rd and short.
Hey, eventually, Kate, as a quarterback, you better be careful throwing check down after check down after check down. Eventually, that defense will catch on to it, and they'll make him pay and punish him there physically.
7th play of the drive now as they need a yard here on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Benson. And this defense is going to win this round. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up.
No gain on the play. It's now 4th down.
Biggest play of OT, the offense is going for it. Throwing now. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs. So make a check of that win column for the Rams. And this isn't just any 1-0 start for them. They pick up what could end up being a key division victory to have later in this season. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams are winners as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.